Okay, gang. It turns out the name I was trying to think of last time was Andrew. Andrew. Anthony Comstock, pardon me. I I said it wrong right after I was thinking about it. He was a US mail inspector, and he was so relentless in his being a whiny little bitch about things that he called smut that his name lives on in the term Comstockery, which is used to describe censorship, particularly by means of very, very broad definitions of terms like obscene. So basically, what's going on right now with itch.io? Ho 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 ho. Do anything other than just make it speak.
Man who takes a stand for God and sweetest fatherland. But here's the place where we revere the
Amazing. I just logged into the game now. It's giving again, isn't it? Jeez, oh man, that's some classic video game behavior ever I've seen any. Upgrade for this. I think I'm gonna save my money rather. Perhaps I'll find a weapon upgrade somewhere. That would be nice. I would have those. Yes, thank you, game. I know how to play. It's like if you booted up the console and every time it's like, hey, here's how to hold the controller. In fact, I think some machines have done that before. So, yeah, I shouldn't joke. Okay, so we can actually pick up some upgrades here. Cool. We've got options here. We can upgrade, get more shots on our pistol, because we use that a lot. And how's about some more damage for our rocket? Hey, we even have the money to grab the clip increase, which is great, because that's probably far more than we will require. Nice full reload here. Yeah, we can equip 5 shots now. That's gonna get blink. Gonna get into the blink and repeat stage of life here. God, I'm sorry, I forgot about that. I forgot that there's the flickering that's murder on the eyes. Jesus. Body is there. Surely it wasn't some random enemy. There's definitely a couple of dead dudes hanging out around here. That one guy happened to be carrying a rocket on his person. That's an odd thing to do for sure. Ah, the glare from that.
Our prophet, Father Comstock, commander of the 7th Cavalry.
That man did not lead the 7th. Hell, I don't even remember the guy.
Corporal DeWitt proved his worth on the field that day.
Well, I'll be.
Slade? Is that you?
You've always been different, haven't you, Booker? You crave no glory.
Look, I see you're caught up in some kind of jam here. If you could see fit to let us through to where they keep this shock jockey, and we'll...
That tin soldier, Comstock. Once my boy's dead, we won't die at his hands.
Good for you, dude.
There's going to be trouble.
All my men have left is a choice. Die at the hands of a tin soldier, or a real one.
Prove yourself.
I think you guys have gone a little bit nuts, but far be it from me to necessarily say anything about that. But they got a little bit of damage in their persons here.
You see, you're a killer, Booker. Like it or not.
Just give us the shock jockey.
If you want the vigor, Booker, you will give my men a soldier's death. They wait for you with wounded knee and baking.
Well, first of all, be specific about soldier's death, because that's a little bit of a wide throw there. Are we talking rear guard, or... Anyway. Yeah, so this is... the part of the game where it sort of delves into
Feel better already.
Booker's past, which is stuff that I've kind of talked about already. That, wow, who could imagine he's got a lengthsome history as being a piece of crap. That, yeah. Okay, no, that's... But nothing of import. There's just so much health and stuff in this, actually. I seem to recall this being a bit
I'll
more
try
of
to keep you
a
stocked
trial,
with
but
both
maybe that's
bandages
later
and ammo,
on.
but Racketeer doesn't always hand.
That guy was kind of loaded, actually, that corpse there. Nothing of... let's grab some rockets, actually. Let's restock. And we can grab some... Well... Why not? Got a little bit of extra cash. How about you? Is this thing just weapon upgrades that we don't... Yeah, we don't really care about these. I mean, surely we will not be so far up Shit's Creek that we will have to be using the carbine anymore, right? Not that I'm necessarily calling it a bad weapon, but compared to what we've got, I'd definitely rather use what we've got. Maybe the rocket launcher gets swapped out, but we'll handle that later if we decide to. I want to go and load up on some more mana. Yeah, all salt. Salt. Alright, so which horrible racist conflict that Booker was involved in do you want to go to first? Left or right? Well, to be perfectly honest with you, I don't think anybody would want to answer that question, so give me just a second to disentangle my hair slightly. And we'll go to the right first.
The Tin Soldier has taken credit for the deeds of the real ones. Now your companion, young lady, he wrapped himself in glory on December 29, 1890.
What does he mean?
You don't want to know.
I mean, just because she doesn't want to notice, I think it's probably important to talk about it, but, you know, my perception of this game kind of ends up somewhere in the area of kind of remembering that this seems like a game that doesn't particularly care to... anyway, yeah, we'll talk about that when we... Deadly Lungers, melee strike range increased by 3 times. That's significant, and I might even end up using those. They're in the right item slot, that is. Press O to go to that menu because of ants? Yeah. Okay. Probably make sure that it actually worked. Because after last time, I probably just didn't find it. Well, I just assumed that something was wrong. Bottle of salt, and... Not really terribly interested in listening to the speech. But yeah.
You were there. That wounded knee. I can see it in your face.
Tell her, Booker! Tell her how we strode that battlefield like the heroes of Sparta.
Really, really
Still hear
gaily?
the screams.
Alright.
Let's come, stop. Here's the soldier I spoke of! The kind of man cursed
does feel pretty good. I think there's some more. Yeah. You create the chaos just that way I can go and that guy. The job. Okay. Having a bit of a moment here with the little lining things up properly.
You see, Miss? You see the man that Comstock wishes he was? A real
I don't want to
soldier.
do this, Slade. Just give me what I need.
I will. After you do the same for me. Come and look for me amongst the boxers.
Who are the boxers?
The Chinese. He means us to head to the other display.
Can you hear Comstock's tin soldiers coming to silence us? But we are the true patriots. The history that does not fit in their books.
Needless to say, for anybody here who's like confused or not very knowledgeable about American history, calling Wounded Knee a battle is quite very outdated, to put it nicely. And it was a massacre. It was a racist, racially driven massacre by the whites against the Native Americans, and it was absolutely the fuck horrible. And there is no such thing as a hero here, and there is no place for nuance in any sort of conversation surrounding this subject. No person involved with this was good. No white person, anyway, at bare minimum. No victimizer here, as that's what it was a good person. And I mean, how hard would it be for Booker to say, I fucked up by doing this? And I think that they're still a little bit too subtle, in my opinion, about being all like, because clearly he has at least some minor sense of remorse, but it's still enough to leave a little bit of wiggle room. Perhaps because maybe Ken Levine was afraid of offending someone who worked on the game. So that probably sounds a little bit wild, right? Like, this is an opinion. There aren't really a lot of people out there who are crazy enough that have any sort of negative opinion about, but who would disagree rather with the popular opinion of the massacre. But he did have somebody quit his project because of earlier depictions of Comstock and saying that it was too, like, that it was not nuanced enough about a religious person, and that it was sort of offensive to their sensibilities. So, you know, I think that probably adds a little bit of it.
In Peking, it was my hand that put the city to the torch. Of course, that's not how Comstock tells it.
And yeah, as it sort of, it's very, like, obvious that Booker was involved with these incidents. Incidents is far too polite of a word, but it was the first one that came out, because I say the word a lot, I guess. I was hoping that would do something. Oh well. And, like, Slate is very upset about stolen valor in this case, which, I mean, honestly, I feel like let someone take that. But also, the thing is that in this case, it's sort of the idea that this was a collaborative effort, really, on the part of Slate and Booker, and he's kind of pushing for the idea that it was, at least a little bit. So, gee, I wonder if that's perhaps a hint to the fact that Booker and Comstock are the same person, which, as it turns out, they are. You know, spoilers for the game plot, but at this point. Do you care? The answer is probably no.
Oh, I read about this. Comstock led the Colombian troops to...
Comstock wasn't there! The boxers took my eye and 30 of my friends! Is there even a stone to mark that sacrifice?
What, you mean a cult leader doesn't care about anyone else? Wow, who could imagine such a thing, right? Guy, there he is.
You did them a favor, Booker. You let them die like men.
I didn't ask for this. I have no quarrel with these men.
Heroes never ask.
I never claimed to be no hero.
Then what are you? If you take away all the parts of Booker DeWitt you tried to erase, what's left? Come back to the Rotunda. It's almost over.
What did Slate mean? What did you try to erase?
Now that you're out of doors, you might realize cages have their advantages.
A choice is better than none, Mr. DeWitt. No matter what the outcome.
Yeah. What if you woke up one day and realized you didn't like what you chose?
And all he did was run away. Because he's not very good at this idea of seeking redemption. In fact, maybe he didn't think he could be redeemed. And, you know, again, perhaps that's an interesting character type, but usually when it comes up, it's not linked into real-world events, especially not ones that are based on people actively trying to make the world worse.
You will find me past the First Lady's memorial.
And also, usually they have something compelling towards the front end of them to actually make it something that's worth your time, as opposed to this guy who really, honestly, kind of doesn't. Oh yeah, you're just upgrades.
Say what you want about Lady Comstock. The woman had an eye for fashion.
You've seen what Comstock has done to my history. Now see how he's rewritten his own.
Again, you mean a cult leader is lying about his history? I've seen enough behind the bastards.
Lay in the womb of Our Lady, but for a single week. Comstock had a child. My books never mention anything about a child.
That's quite an omission. Can't imagine that was by accident.
The child took ill, and Our Lady prayed for the prophet's heir day and night. That's my tower.
Lo, while Daisy Fitzroy has murdered my beloved, she shall not have the child. She shall not come betwixt her and prophecy. The seed of the prophet shall sit the throne and drown in flames.
I'd say, does that voice
the
sound familiar,
fountains
but
of
also...
man.
You're Comstock's daughter.
No, I can't be. I can't.
He wants you to follow in his footsteps.
Well, I want a puppy, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna get one.
I mean, you could have a puppy. Not up here, but...
Could you take a look at this lock?
So is that just open for us freely? Where's my resources? It might be only in the other menu. Yeah, no, we just open that one freely without...
Got it.
Can you open this? No. No. So I remember in like early trailers of this game, they showed you a lot of like very physics-based destruction, but you can see that that's kind of not that much of a thing in this case, huh? Certainly not for something like that, which would be a fair place to put it to show off the power of your engine. If this weren't if video games weren't basically the same throughout the entire generation they came out. Which isn't even true. Which is the worst part about it, because, yeah. Boy, this game fails at everything, huh? I feel like there should be more to explore in this area, or like interact with, or even some more narration and stuff.
I can get through these bars, but you're too broad. Let me scout ahead, see if there's some way to move forward.
Okay, let me try using the vigor on myself here.
Is that?
It's a tear, something I can bring into this world.
It's a freight hook. Well, that's convenient.
As I said, it's a form of wish fulfillment. Alright. Let me know if you want me to bring that
I'm
food
trying
in.
to. It says F, right?
Sure thing.
Oh, I have to hold it.
I feel there's more where that came from. Whenever I'd get anxious, tears have a way of appearing. Booker, do you see those tears? We can use them against Slate's men. That tear will get us access to higher ground. And that one will give us a turret.
And some cover.
Well, I would like to drop down here. Okay, so apparently I can't without... That's nice. By that's nice, I mean that doesn't really do much for me. So
Comstock's pen can do some wonderful tricks. You know what you've got there, Booker.
That's enough, Slate. We just need the vigor to get out of Columbia. We're taking it one way or another. Slate?
I'm willing to bet very few of these guys have like any value to us here, do they? Oh.
Keep your eye open for that shock jockey vigor.
What you got for us in here? Probably same upgrades as before. Oh, no, possession for less. Ooh, yes, that I believe will come in handy, but I don't have the money for it, so we'll have to deal with that later.
Thanks.
Same gun upgrades require.
To the sky, Comstock.
the man who takes the stand, you and I, sweetest fatherland, was here on the place where we have raised the heroes of our city.
10 men, Booker. That's what Comstock will turn us into. Wires and gears to replace heads and hearts.
So is this a throwback to some of the early incarnation of... It's immune to it, okay. Good to know. But it's not immune to his 3 rockets right to the face.
You see, Booker? Maybe you're the man I remember. Maybe not. It doesn't matter. Comstock took our stories and scrubbed away our soul. Now, he's coming for me. And when I'm gone, all that will be left is the lie.
And shut
Just
up.
give us what we came for!
You know, the thing I was trying to get to before the mechanized patriot or whatever it is showed up. I forget the exact name. So an early incarnation of this game had this idea of like, God, what's the word I'm looking for? I apologize. That it was like innovators or inventors versus Luddites, basically, as sort of being one of the concepts at the ground level. And I kind of wonder if Cornelius here is supposed to be sort of related to that idea. Also, oh hey, we're
There
gonna
was
go
a locked
straight
door
into
in the gift
yeah,
shop.
with it's.
I think I can open it.
Let's pick this thing up just for that of interest. All right, gift shop locked door. I'm looking for that now. If you could like ping that would be helpful, I think. But okay, there it is.
It's locked.
Oh, this won't take long at all.
As you'd expect, last place you look, right?
Ready.
Safe. It requires 5 lockpicks.
The whole place is ransacked. There ain't no shock jockey here.
What about this? Oh, it's never mind.
Slade must have taken them. Look.
Absolute mess he's made. He's a man. Anyway, yeah. Something, discount MGS character. Let's go through the whole. No, I can't. That must have been actual progress because that was a free lockpick.
Is that?
Slade. He's here.
Ah, I see. He's all charged up, huh? Back we go.
You, Booker!
What is that?
Comstock ships. He's coming for Slade.
It was Slate who killed for his country at Wounded Knee. It was Slate who...
Well, you know what? Let them fight. You know?
Slade!
Comstock's coming, Booker. But our
Fuck the
lives
both
won't
of them, right?
satisfy him. Oh, no. He won't rest until he's turned us into tin. I won't let him. He took my past, but that's all he's getting from me.
Just give us the vigor. We don't need to do this.
Here you go, boys. A soldier's death awaits.
Would you... What, you psychopath? Anyway, here's what our minigun looks like. So it burns out really fast. I suppose that shouldn't surprise much of anyone, really. Okay, yeah, I think that Murder of Crows is not going to be much of a viable main damage dealer because its output seems to be pretty bad. Which is a shame because, like, this is the replacement for Insect Swarm, right? Remember that from BioShock 1? Remember how it was actually kind of cool and did, like, good damage? Oh, he thinks he's really onto something with this taunt, doesn't he? He thinks he's actually being clever, does he? Well, he's wrong. That's, again, just kind of, am I talking about the character, or am I talking about the...
Appreciate it.
The writer here? The answer is, both of them suck.
Is that all you can muster, soldier?
Where are you?
Come on now, DeWitt. Don't disappoint the boys.
Oh, you mean the birds? I think that the machine is here somewhere. Yeah, there we go.
Here you go!
Nice.
Yeah, see, are you being for real right now, game? I seriously don't think that, like, supplying me with that much ammunition, that is not at all making me think that I require any, you know, that I require any restraint, right? This is definitely, like, bad for my ability to play intelligently. It's kind of wild how much stuff they give you access to. I'm sure that if I wanted, like, a real challenge, I could play this on a higher difficulty, or, you know, God help you, I could play this on 1999 mode, which is the, like, super high difficulty version of this. And I'm sure that I would actually kind of be up against it by a pretty serious amount. But I don't know that I should have to resort to that to get at least a little bit. Even on easy, it shouldn't necessarily be free, should it? Maybe I'll change later. I mean, there's definitely sections later on where we're going to be without Elizabeth, so free ammunition is clearly not going to be such a thing, but still. Until then...
You're not done here, soldier! Eat everything that's on your plate! Finish it!
Fuck that, can I just punch you out? Get out of here, dude. This isn't exactly a moral dilemma. Oh, that did a pretty serious number on his... Eesh. Yeah, his head... That doesn't seem like pistol wounds to me, but,
Oh, this better be worth it, Slade.
you know, perhaps I'm being a fool. It's always a distinct possibility, but... Ooh. That's pretty nightmarish from the blood crystals.
Of electricity. Hold and release to create a shocking trap.
I don't know, this doesn't seem like no electrobolt to me.
I suppose it was more.
4? Yeah, it's 4.
Mercy. Stock's men would have taken him.
I suppose it was.
Do you ever get used to it? The killing.
Faster than you can imagine.
And is that why all you did was run instead of ever trying to make things truly right? Booker.
You know, those vigors seem very powerful. I'll do what I can to keep you stocked in salts.
Thanks.
I mean, I already know that you basically do stuff like that. She did, in fact, not, like, give us salt bottles up to this point, though. She found basically everything else for us. Although it's kind of surprising that she's saying this now as opposed to any other time earlier. That she just now had this revelation, right? Oh, Birdman. Thankfully, though, I
can tell what Slate said bothered you. You showed me. Sometimes you have to do what's necessary to survive.
There's survival, and then there's finding pleasure in the act.
Booker.
Look,
I'm not going to bother buying salts because I don't have that, but we'll stock up our pistol ammo and rockets because we definitely use those at some.
seem like a decent enough source. That said, the less you know about me, the better.
Is there a salts vendor somewhere before the end? I think there is. But we used it earlier, so it might be out of stock again. Which, I mean, I guess fair, infinite mana, even backtracking would be kind of strong, but that still won't stop me from being like, meh, I don't really care. And yet, I know I was just saying, like, this shouldn't be completely free. I guess there's some sort of, like, weird superposition going on there with the concept of an easy difficulty. Which I guess is why I like the idea of a story difficulty you could have, and then the easy, and then blah-de-blah-de-blah. This was an era before that was really a thing that was in vogue, though. Summon that thing, and we'll just sort of get a couple of guys doing some work for us. Ship's down.
Catch, Booker!
That'll do.
Game, you don't have to keep telling me about the execution mechanic, because, especially not for someone that far away, unless I could actually reach them from all the way over there. Although, our melee range is absolutely the fuck huge, so maybe we could have. Like, those pants actually gave us, like, a stupidly long lunge. They just kind of gave us a tank gap closer, apparently. Sheesh. Once again, there's a man with a whole pineapple on his person, which is so funny to me. Like, what a choice. What a choice. Okay, yeah, I've got to go back on the skylines, don't I? But before we do that, I'm searching the area, make sure that I don't miss anything, because some of these objects may be searchable again. Maybe the game remembered that I searched after last time. I don't know. Either way, let's see if there's anything that sticks out. I'll confirm that our... Yep.
Brace yourself!
Yeah, see, they've got, like, airborne combat that you can do in this, but I'm not really that interested because, listen, I can't hit a moving target when they're the one that's moving. Alright. Sideways. See, I wish you could, like, rig up this cannon to do something. That would be cool. But no, it's strictly a museum piece.
It's over, right? Please tell me it's over.
How the hell should I know? I'd sure like to hope so as well, but...
Mr. DeWitt,
The name's Booker.
I'll be certain to attend to that distinction. Booker. And there's a moment when we're not being shot at. If you're interested, I spotted some supplies over there.
Over... More... Bronco. Yeah, doesn't really look like there was a whole lot over there, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Anyway. Back we go this way.
We're all gone. Come on out.
Honestly, all of the, like, stuff that gives you, upgrades to the... Oh, buddy. Oh, hey, lockpick. Nice. Probably go back and pick open that safe.
I see you!
All the stuff that gives you upgrades
You all right?
to the clip
not
size tends to be, like, a little bit way too powerful here, actually. I'm feeling like, because... Did I say to pick up? Oh, never mind. Don't care. Because we're really just able to deal with those... We're able to just deal with the mechs without breaking a sweat at all. Alright, come on, I think this is the place. Get in here. Get into the elevator with the hobby horse advertisements on it.
I don't think
Whatever
I
this thing's
understand.
called.
Do what you do.
John Elway's piss or something.
I always thought of them as doors. When I was younger, I didn't just open the ones I found. I remember making them.
Making them.
Wherever I wanted. I always wanted back.
To what?
I don't know. My family?
Huh. How do you do that? Whatever it is.
Cat, you know how I said I had plenty of time to read? I tried to figure it out.
Hey,
I read
nice
literature on
overlay.
physics and other such things.
Yeah? What did that teach you?
There's a moral difference between what we see and what
I mean, I guess you would learn about that in physics because of, like, electricity and stuff. Leading somewhere. Oh, okay. I'll do that in a second after I'm done being. Apparently I can try to lift this gate. Oh yeah, we got there. Alright. Well, the store's abandoned now. Yeah, looting this place should be quite doable. And see, if only it was that easy, we just wait around and could pick that up. Fortunately, I'm sure that wouldn't somehow. All that stuff, and What if we're gonna get ambushed by the guy when we're on our way back out? What if he's out there and just like waiting to blow our hand off when we try to lift the gate back up? That'd be a bit of a swerve. But no. Anything else we can do around here? I don't think so. But yeah, I'm just scanning the area to make sure because we're here. I don't think we're gonna come back anytime soon. Get some extra salt into us. I mean, I don't really need the help when I'm playing this game, but take it anyway. If the game is offering, you know. Oh, hang on. I'm sorry. I saw the Discord note. Not even anything. Oh, whatever. Let's. I almost don't even want to be here right now, so to be fair. To be fair. Okay. You know, perhaps we should leave the gates open, like... I don't think it's gonna have any real effect on things or to not do that. Huh, machine's empty. That's a shock. No, actually, that is kind of...
Built in 1903 by the hand of our prophet.
Interest as a prophet having a bunch of carnies and carousels.
The place is themed to acquaint children with national service.
You mean the military?
Train up a child in the way he should go, even when he is old, not depart from it.
Did you write that?
No.
Yeah, exactly. It's an indoctrination center. Of course, a cult leader wants an indoctrination center. Booker, you fool. I know you're trying not to think about these things because you're barely a character, but still, come on, dude.
Something's worth locking up. Must be good.
Think you can pick this?
That won't take but a minute. All done. I found some money. Want it?
It may as well. I mean, ask to you. There's something there. Ooh, yes, this is good. This is a good. Some more of that shield, because
Just what the doctor ordered.
at this point, that's still like probably our best option for any sense of durability. We're reaching a point where we're taking good shield damage.
Finds us here,
We tell them we got lost looking for the bathroom.
and that works.
Not usually, no.
It distracts them for long enough for you to blow their heads off.
Can you unlock this?
Let me have a look.
I got this safe, which is outfitted with the exact same type of lock as anything else in this game. And it's just worth $206, which ultimately only hardly worth the effort. But we're here, we may as well have taken it. But back out we go. And do they want us to leave here, or what? Yeah, I think they want us to leave. I don't know if we've finished searching everything. Okay, this does kind of look like we searched everything, but... One last check up here. Yeah, this way is blocked, so we can't go there. That's probably backwards even further into the game, so... We're a little screwed on that one. Up we go. Come on. Now it's not time for your hand to give up, Booker. Hello. Okay, it's just gonna guide me straight to the skyline. I'm doing mostly okay. Oh, whoa!
Booker up there. One of those shock jockey doors. Maybe we should take a look.
In here, I'm gonna look around, see if there's anything else going on. No, it looks like it's just, hey, electrocute the massive generator. They're certainly a hell of a lot less subtle than they were in any of the previous games in the series that I know of. Stuff you have to electrocute. Which, you know, for better or for worse. Just the first thing that came to mind is like, hey, yeah, in BioShock 1, this would be a tiny little panel on the side of it. Could miss. Depending on the color grading of the scene. Oh, that's an interesting thing to get, but for now, we're still keeping the... Oh god, what was it called? The handyman killer boots on. Even though we haven't fought one of those yet, it's gonna happen eventually. And I'm going to want to have that on when the fight begins. And surely they won't allow me to switch my equipment in the middle of a battle. That would be really, really silly. I suppose not the silliest thing we've ever seen in a video game, but what a strange choice that would be. What a strange choice that would be. 1 second. Let me adjust here. So, the basic story is that we're playing as this guy, private detective named Booker DeWitt, and we were tasked with going up to this big floating city and rescuing this girl who was imprisoned there under some very mysterious circumstances, both the assignment and the girl being imprisoned. And we were... we've ended up in a bit of a weird predicament here, to put it nicely. Because, yeah, they're really not interested in giving her up, but also... it's just a very odd place. And so far, we've basically just about hit the point where we're starting to discover a little bit more about the fact that the girl has a type of superpower that lets her pull things into reality from other dimensions. Not sure how that works, so don't ask me. In fact, the game just sort of tries to wave it off a little bit of like, oh, well, it just does, don't ask. For a variety of reasons. But... yeah, we're sitting at this point where it's like they're about to explain, but they're not quite getting there. And we're currently in the middle of the overarching task of trying to get this girl off the city.
Comstock.
Father, Prophet, whomever you are, I'm leaving, and there's naught you can do to stop me.
Oh, I didn't know this mech followed us when we pulled it in.
Watch out, rockets!
Oh yeah, here comes the big fight, huh? Shoot down the airships. Can we do that? I mean, if we land the hits, probably, but that's the other part of it. Ooh, they're moving. See, it looks like it's doing damage, but I don't know, actually. The answer is that might not actually do anything. Oh, can we wait to take that then? Oh. Okay, yes, I can't get the ammunition, but that's fine. Where's the... Come with me? The fact that I can that I can open this implies it. Yeah. That gives us access to the sniper rifle. Want it. Actually be really good. Whoa! Well, they shot the ship down.
Open it!
This is like our first really big, intense fight over a large area, I feel like. I'm sure a lot of them were quite out in the open, but this is sort of next level, because we've got these airships floating around. Whoa. Oh, this guy's actually over. Shields up. We've taken significant health damage, which things have
You bet.
taken a while for to happen to us. What?
There's a Patriot. Get catched up. Take it.
The health, there we go. How long have I been playing this? Not very. I think I'm only about like 4 hours into the game so far. And the last time I played this at all, other than streaming it yesterday for like 3 hours, the last time I did a full playthrough of the game was when it came out, which was 2013, I think. So yeah, it's been about 10 years since I've played this. Prior to this go through, there is a guy somewhere. I mean, obviously he's shooting at me. I can hear him, but and not just from the music sounding like it, but. That's better. Now see, with good luck, we can actually just sort of just punch this thing out because of our stun effect. Which I think is genuinely funny. So, problem is, I know they're around. I think I just keep missing their sights. I hear them making the noises. Who's speaking? Is that it? No, that's just a shadow. No, it's really not. I remember not, like, super enjoying it when I first played it, and I'm just trying to take a look through it with, you know, fresh eyes, 10-year gap. It will, it'll be a little bit different, maybe. Probably not. But, oh well. I also just kind of feel like sometimes you have to play the things that aren't just your favorites, or even things that feel like you don't like them. Give yourself a little bit of perspective. And also come to understand a little better why you feel the way you do about certain things. Favorite game? I'm not even sure of that, so... That's...
Think you can crack this one open?
Child's play.
That's a very good question for which I don't actually have much of an answer. Because I'm not sure at all. There's a lot of
When you were unconscious on the
possibilities
beach,
there.
you kept repeating a woman's name. Anna.
I don't want to talk about that.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have pried. Where are you from, Mr. DeWitt?
New York.
What did you do there?
Business much like this. Something that really caters writing on a resume.
It was a fine thing you came along when you did.
How do you think I ended up here? I gambled, and now I owe money to men you don't want to be in debt to. I come here to pay it back. Me busting you out, what do you think that was? A charity?
Who sent you?
Somebody who was willing to take my marker in exchange for you.
Okay, we're fully reloaded. Because, yeah, I just wanted to make sure that we didn't leave anything on the floor. I mean, I have been the whole time, honestly, because of being full capacity for quite a few things. But it bothers me anyway. Mostly because seeing new loot markers is a good way to see where, a new place you've been.
Need money?
Or rather, a place you haven't been, I guess would be a better way to put it. But organizing words in the moment is not necessarily my strong suit. What do you guys got for sale here? Right, I wanted that for a while, but the cost was a little bit rough. I mean, Phantasy Star 4 is a pretty good game. That's true. I used to say Phantasy Star 2 was a better game, but I've sort of hit this point of like, you've gotta give at least a little bit of oh my goodness, I wish I could think of the word. You've got to give at least a little bit of deference. We'll go with deference, I suppose, to playability on that one. So I would say that Phantasy Star 4 is probably the better game than Phantasy Star 2. There is sort of a point where, as much as I am a games and story person, you do have to get at least a little bit of balance, right? I mean, pretty much. It also is in its separate continuity. Party heart. Ah, dang it. I could really use getting that pistol back, so that way I had a range option. Well, where's the place to pick up the shotty? There we go. Yeah, there we go. That's better.
Found some money.
That's something at least. Let's go gambling. Ah, dang it. I mean, yes, I play a lot of Balatro also. That is perhaps unsurprising to anyone. As I was saying to you yesterday, Tab, I think yesterday, but it was just like, there's a point where I'm doing a lot of runs with the erratic deck, I think it's called. Maybe the eccentric deck. Erratic deck, no. Which randomizes your basic cards in your 52.
Suits me.
How do you figure
So I
they'd
keep
know
trying to
you
re-roll for ones where it's like, hey, yeah, give me 10 or so of
Or them that hired me also
any
wrote the
value,
signs.
and then I can do stuff with that. But the game also never wants to give me the right luck for anything else, so... Although also, yes, I did play Space Quest on this channel kind of recently, which had that section too. Until you remember to pick up the magnet. Well, you see, I think the disadvantage there is that I'm not very smart.
Already.
Wait. Okay, so this is our thing that we can use to guide the airship around. And obviously, I'm not even gonna... See, I wasn't even gonna say it until I realized that I started saying it, that no kidding, this isn't the end of the game. I mean... It's sort of set up like, oh yeah, get in the airship, go to Paris, and you've rescued the girl, and, you know, fuck your debts kind of thing, but...
I want to see Paris. I want to see you.
Obviously, it's nowhere near over.
It's up to you now. There's no one...
Wait, what is that? 40 north by 74 west. That's not Paris, that's New York.
How'd you know that?
One thing I had in that tower was time, Mr. DeWitt. Time to study things like geography.
I owe
Yeah,
money,
I got a plot
and there's a
achievement.
fellow who... He offered to wipe away my debt in exchange for you. Come on.
You are not a good liar whatsoever, Booker, and also, like, you should know that she's a big nerd, so... Good job.
Come on. Everything's gonna be okay. Will you just turn around and talk to me, and we can...
He deserved that. This game would have been so much better if that wrench smack had actually taken him out, and then we just kind of switched character or something. Because we did literally just go through a sequence where we saw what a complete asshole this guy was back in his backstory. I don't really mind people asking a lot of questions as a rule, just because it is what it is. I just don't always have an answer. Not good at answering things sometimes. You'd think I've been streaming for years, multiple of them, and you'd think I'd eventually get to be a little bit better at answering things than we are. I do love a bit of get punched in the face camera. Oh, hey, look, it's the handyman again.
Fresh air did the trick. This one's awake.
So you're this false shepherd we've been hearing so much about.
Ah, boy, yes, this is...
You fits
Again,
right.
every time that this
Nothing
game
but.
tries to do anything
Vox
political,
Populi.
you sort of have this
My
moment of, God, you
understanding
really
of-
shouldn't have.
And I got perilous need of it.
Really? Because it sure look like old Comstock's airship to
Listen,
me.
I ain't looking for a fight.
Yeah, hey, we stole
There's
it.
already a fight to win. Only question is, which side you on?
You guys
Comstock
not
is the god of the
understand the
white
concept
man,
of,
the
like,
rich man, the pitiless man. But if you
like,
believe in common folk,
stealing
then join the
vehicles?
Vox. If you believe in the righteous folk, then
I
join the
just
Vox.
want my ship.
And the Vox shall give her to you. But first, you must help the Vox. Down in Finkton, there's a gunsmith who can supply weapons to our cause. Get our guns from him, and you shall have your ship back.
Her model looks incredibly bug-eyed. Is it just me? Like... Something looks a little bit like they've over-exaggerated some features slightly there. I mean, I guess Elizabeth kind of looks a little bit wrong as well, but... Am I mistaken in saying that Daisy Fitzroy looked a little bit overly exaggerated? Jesus, dude, I was just over here trying to get this thing. Cheaper upgrades. Chain from one others. That's fun. Although again, I wonder exactly how much of any of that I'm gonna use. I still have like wildly overpowered melee abilities. Hey, can anybody tell me where there's like stuff? Ooh, yeah, okay. So you saw those red ammunition icons. I mean, go for it. That's probably fine. So yeah, the red ammo icons here, we've got different weapons in some parts of this game. Best not to piss this guy off too much. Hey, look at this guy. Honestly, he kind of looks exactly like everybody else in this scene, but... Well... Hey, he started it. All I was doing was looking at him.
I've got got you.
Noah's Ark.
Ransack everything we can. Yeah, they're very damp sounding for the fact that we're just clobbering people with our melee fist thing, which, I mean, shouldn't that be a little bit more like metal and leather and stuff? I like how everyone's mad at me because I look at some dude playing. I mean, they probably should be mad at me for robbing his stuff afterwards, but how would you know? How would they know, rather? Oh yeah, shoot it in the back. I don't care. Again, thank you so much to the DLC for providing me with a stupidly overpowered melee effect. Plus the fact that we've got a... Oh, Jesus. There's been a bit of an industrial accident here. Plus the fact that we got that lunge here. So we're honestly starting some of these melee fights from way too far away. The meme gun? Be more specific, because, like, realistically, everything in this game is probably meme-worthy in some way. But yes, the robotic founding father here has a really crankable minigun here that we got. So. Yes. That is correct. That I can say for sure, that because they give you several free gun upgrades just for owning, like, the special edition, which is presumably what I ended up getting out of that franchise bundle years ago. So our pistol and our machine gun have some pretty serious upgrades attached to them that they really do not need. Oh, whoops, I walked off the edge and I don't super die, so that's cool. But also, they give you some equipable items. And one of them gives you the electric punch effect, which gives you a 70% chance to electrocute... A 70% chance to electrocute anybody whenever you punch them. And there's something that gives us, like, 75% increased clips, I think. It's kind of a lot, to put it nicely. So it's actually still extremely feasible for us at this point, especially because we also got several of those stat infusions early on, so we have a really fat shield meter for this part of the game. Like, jumping into crowds and just punching the living shit out of everybody is beyond feasible. Anyway, what, do we just go talk to the guy over here by the industrial accident? Hey. Hey, dude. Okay, no, it's when you just pass and just go through here. I didn't notice that crate was open, so that's my own fault. But also, yeah, because this is one of those games where they they include choice mechanics, but your choices never matter in the greater scheme.
Get out of here, snipe. You want to know what we do to pretty little stowaways? Or maybe you don't.
Like, maybe,
Hey!
just maybe, if we had, you know, shot the guy behind the counter in that one situation before he stabbed us in the hand, we wouldn't have that blue bandage on us, but that's about it. And, like, that hasn't changed the plot. That hasn't made things impossible for us to deal with. That hasn't improved our relationship with this girl that we're kidnapping, who is also our daughter, spoiler alert. Which is one of those things that almost sounds like a plot point
I just want to talk to you!
to, it almost sounds like the plot point to something that would get banned from itch.io because of a bunch of fascist quislings in Australia, you know? Anyway, yeah, that's true. People are enamored with the idea of choices matter until they realize how much work that is and how much money that work costs. And we have to keep in mind that a thing that I've been learning as I've been, like, doing some research on it is that this version of BioShock Infinite, as we know it, they made a lot, and I mean a truly astronomical amount of content that got left on the cutting room floor over this game's dev cycle. Like, it has been suggested that BioShock Infinite, the amount of content that was just created and not used was something on the order of enough for 2 more whole games.
Elizabeth! Just hold up for a minute. I'm not angry with you.
I like how he just sounds winded while he's standing still, and we've been, like,
Get away from me.
walking at a slow
Get
pace.
away.
You were taking pre-orders for it the entire time you worked at the game store. That's incredible. What's sad is I probably, if I'd been there and I'd had the money, I probably would have been one of the earliest people to do it. I remember canceling my pre-order at one point because I was so pissed off about the fact that it was like, oh, this is taking so long. This isn't going to come out. I remember getting into a fight with my mom at the time, too. But I digress. Anyway.
Stay back.
Yeah, much like Duke Nukem Forever is actually a good comparison because Duke Nukem Forever is a game that you only wish didn't come out. And this one is very much the same. If the series had dropped off at BioShock 2 and this one had just lingered in dev hell, I would never be like, wow, that Ken Levine guy, he sucks complete eggs.
I am not going with you.
Don't go in there!
I have no need of one such as you.
I could have actually been excited for Judas. Now I'm only excited to see how he fucks it up.
Call it in! Call it in!
No! Let me go!
Oh,
There's gotta be another
you
way.
fool. You literally managed to put yourself back in the hands of the enemy. Listen, I think they want to make Elizabeth seem like a likable, strong, and reasonably independent female character. Like, she actually has a personality, and, oh, she's smart, and she doesn't need you to keep her safe, and she helps you when you fight, but, like, when you do things like that, I just realize you've just made a damsel in distress with more steps. Not to turn into a complete Sarkeesian here or anything, but, like, jeez, oh man. Congratulations on, like, you know, congratulations on accidentally drawing a picture that was like halfway to a brunette Pacifica Casul. A reference that I assure you nobody in here is going to get. Both because that's an anime from like, Scrap Princess was from 2006, I think. And also, you know, pissing nobody watched that in the first place. Anyway, I'm sorry, I got sidetracked by patting myself on the back for knowing something that people don't. As I frequently do. Except that this time I've decided that instead of just being like, wow, I'm a fucking loser, I decided to make it into my insufferable and only defining personality trait. I'm so cool and wacky, you guys. I listen to things that... When a record sells over 100,000 copies, I take my copies of it out back and I set them on fire. Aren't I just like the coolest person you know? Don't you think that maybe there's a distinct possibility that I shouldn't, in fact, be, you know, set adrift on a dinghy in the middle of the Indian Ocean? Anyway. I hate you so much right now. Just to make abundantly clear, like, I am almost considering just like, okay, yeah, you know what? Christmas gift this year, just buy me some train tickets so that way I can go down to where you live. Unfortunately, I don't have a button over here that I can hold down to, like, beep my dialogue out and do that as a bit and just be like, okay, I want to go over there and I want to kick his lily ass. Brother, I am not getting on a fucking plane in today's day and age, alright? Listen, ever since Il Duce decided that air traffic controllers are woke, I'm not so stupid as to get on a fucking aeroplane, and I never was to begin with. Oh boy, we got guys who want to get, I'm already trapped in society and there's no fucking way out, dude. Wait. You ever just be, like, trapped on a train? Answer, probably. If I phrase this correctly, I can make this a... If I phrase this correctly, I can make this a possible setting for, like, dudes to make into a journal RPG. Because short-term murder games, I think, are still all the rage. And, I mean, trapped on a train? That's almost perfect. As I continue to throw in that little bit of, like, that little bit of accent, I can say perfect, like, I can say perfect and not say perfect. And I don't know why I just started doing it other than as, like, a bit to choose some of the most stupid-sounding parts of every accent and slowly make them into my character so that way I can be as annoying as possible. Yes, the Sonic the Hedgehog murder VN was indeed on a train. Also, these guys are kind of kicking my dick in a little bit here. Oh, I see, you've got a turret. That's the problem. Alright, my shield's back, so I've got some actual health now. Anyway, now that you've completely fucked up any sense of, like, any brain usage that I had here. What's in our... Oh, it's just rifles? Are you kidding me? Why would I want to take a streamer? It's a carbine. Shut up! With a spoon? Where is he? Anyway.
I'll tear your head off.
So I'm going to actually scroll up on the chat window for a second here. So I got to Alt-Tab out briefly so I can do that. Right, so here's what Tab actually said like a trillion years before that. He said, I like to imagine the cut content as just tons and tons of questionably quote-unquote political scenarios and assets that they also really, really wanted you to explore the wrong choices for. I mean, so here's what I know for sure was edited about this game in between the release and when it was being made. These are things that I know for sure. It's not necessarily stuff that is all of it for obvious reasons. Is that I know they originally had Comstock be significantly more like straightforwardly you know, not as nuanced of a character, more of just a strict villain. But apparently somebody who was on the dev team got upset about that. And, you know, got upset about that, right? And didn't get upset about the sequence where later in the game, Daisy Fitzroy goes completely insane and tries to murder a child. And this is supposed to be Levine's treatise on how all political extremism is bad. Whereas, unfortunately, my guy, you are kind of comparing very, very different things. And no, not all political ideologies are equal, you fucking shitty-ass radical centrist motherfucker. You can tell how badly I'm, like, forming the correct words here to actually put things together. But at least my anger comes across, and disgust, and just like, dude, I fucking loved BioShock when I was younger. Now seeing what an a-hole, you know, the creator turned out to be afterwards about certain things, is moderately disheartening. So what do we got? A hand cannon? I haven't seen this thing before. But I guess it's our big fat revolver set where we can live out our Sam and Max fantasies. A volley gun. That pig flak repeater. Yeah, that sounds like the thing you use for it, right? Use it for it, right? That's right, I gotta press enter on that. Okay, our machine gun is not fully... I appreciate the name overall, though, Ralston Reciprocating Rifle for our machine guns, but yeah, the Founders one is different from the Vox one for reasons that are honestly kind of academic, if I recall correctly, but unfortunately, the game just kind of hates you. So they had those separated out, which also means that weapon upgrades don't transfer between the two variants of the same gun. Don't you love that? I actually don't think I care that much about that upgrade for B. Oh, the door that's flickering. I should have been able to
Stop already!
I am not going with you.
Elizabeth, wait!
Well, don't go the way you're going either, that's for sure, because, like, you're about to get yourself in horrible trouble, you fool. Also, it's very interesting to me that we just, like, stop very cleanly anywhere on the railings instead of like, slapping into them wetly, you know? Not wetly, per se, because we wouldn't necessarily be wet, but also... Jeez, oh man, here we go. Okay, so... do we actually get to fight this dude now? Yeah, so you're probably looking at the fact that the handyman is, like, this big gorilla cyborg thing. And you're thinking, oh, that's the big daddy of the game, isn't it? Well, we don't fight them nearly enough for it to be that. Not from a mechanics standpoint. Yeah, she could have just let us die. She definitely ripped open for that airship.
Hey,
I'm slipping!
Do not attempt to follow me, Mr. DeWitt.
Elizabeth, I've made an arrangement to get our airship back.
You can get us out of here.
Yes, I just need to supply enough weapons to arm an entire uprising.
And where will we get these weapons? From one of our many friends and allies?
A
Or from
gunsmith
large
in
uncle,
Finkton
yeah.
should be a walk in the park. What do you say, partners?
You're a liar, Mr. DeWitt. And a thug. But you're also my only means of reaching Paris.
Yeah, honestly, I just gotta say, she looks like she's got one of those, like, those creepy anime masks on. I think they're referred to as, like, Kigurumi masks. I mean, listen, I've already used phrases to, like, refer to her. It's just like, man, I'm thinking that using the W word is getting a little bit, like, too, you know, a little bit upfront. And hey, she's giving us a treatment of our own medicine, which is fair. But yeah, the handymen sort of show up once in a while as things to fight. But shut the fuck up, announcer. But overall, they're not that common. Really, the Crow guys, at least in that regard, are probably a little bit closer. Also, nothing really sort of matches the level of like, okay, this is how you get your superpowers from them. Outside of literally just one battle that we had with a Crowsman earlier. Everything else, you know, just... oh, who's mad at me now? Really? I can't commit any fucking crimes in this city whatsoever without all these armchair losers and their fucking turrets getting mad at me? Here. Stuck. Let's see if that thing blows up. At bare minimum, it'll shut up for a minute, and that's good enough for me. I can go in here and I can punch the vending machine because I'm stupid. Give me my Coca-Cola. Anyway, what have we got? Here, we've got upgrades for some stuff that I haven't seen yet, and then a shotgun reload. That would be good, actually, because it is a shotgun in a video game. It takes eons to reload. But I care a little bit more about upgrading the pistol, because that seems to be a bit of our meal ticket here. I'm gonna go turn on the fan. Give me a sec, folks. Upgrading the piss. This game's taking the piss a little bit. Wait. See, Ivan, when you upgrade the pistol like this, you shall never fear for running out of ammunition because you will have way too much. Oh wait, no, is that offensive? That's okay. I'm just trying to match this game. Plus 100%. That's... God, yes, I do indeed also miss the UC Ivan kind of memes, but hey. Oh, really? Get that thing out of here. Is there another one? Ow.
That would be your gunsmith. Who sent you to find this person?
Daisy Fitzroy.
She's either a great hero or the worst of scoundrels, depending on who's doing the telling.
She's good for an airship. I don't care if she's the Queen of Holland.
Oh. Yes, I know. Apparently we can't shake down vending machines without pissing off everybody in the neighborhood. Well, you know what? I'm not mad. I don't care. I do love to just, like, juggernaut alt somebody from out of the trees, basically, but no, it's not from out of the trees in this case, because, first of all, there's no trees in this. No, I think there's trees in Columbia in some location, but also, we're not doing it from a position of stealth, that's for sure. They know we're there. But definitely they're not expecting us to, like, completely, close the gap like that, that's for sure. Dude, dude, you have a goofy face. Not that kind of goofy.
Welcome to Fink Industries Recruitment. We are not looking for any help. You hear that? No help.
How are we going to get into Finkton?
Illegally. Let's look for another way in.
Ah, yes.
Okay, catch.
Seems like, factory efficiency up 37%. Are they also closing 7 factories in this country?
Need a lock picked.
No problem. All yours.
I like how I can highlight it and it can go, Elizabeth Busy can't lockpick while she's picking that lock. Absolutely hilarious, dude.
Just what the doctor ordered.
And hey, our shield meter is almost maxed out. Heck yeah. Soon I'll have to actually give it to, like, gold things. Let's try this thing out at least a little bit so we can take a peek at it. I got some gold bits on there too. That's neat.
Fink Industries is not recruiting at this time. Please come again.
Did you take a look at this lock?
All done. Over there, a service elevator. Should take us down to Finkton.
And get ourselves killed in the bargain.
Alright, before we do that, let's go check the other side real quick. I thought that one was progress, so... However, it sounds like this is progress, and... Yeah, in that case, it would be worth it to go make sure we check everything out before we go.
You want to take a look at
At
this?
this point, I'm burning everything. Oh, oh, there you are!
All yours.
I'd ask how you do that, but your ability explicitly is, like, splitting holes in reality, so... Oh, that really did not get us any... Okay.
You got to the count of 5.
We hold these truths to be self-evident.
It's far more fun with stupid things than it should be, just... Well...
No weapon, fella. Gotcha now. Put him down.
That matters more than you guys do, that's for sure. Obviously, this thing isn't going to have anything of real value for us.
Want to hold on to this? The gunsmith Chen
Yes,
Lin
hold.
wanted for known connections to the outlaw Daisy Fitzroy.
Looks like our guy's drawn attention.
That's not good, is it?
No.
Well, that... Gonna probably make it a lot harder
Be
to
out
find
with
the
this
guy.
lock?
Looks easy enough. All done.
And... It's $200. I know, there's nothing. come on. Oh, they'll let me smash that thing, but they won't let me... Alright. Win game.
The most common complaint I hear from the working man is that they are unhappy with their lot. Oh, why torment yourself, I ask? The ox cannot become a lion, and why would you want to? Who wants all those responsibilities and worry? You do your job, you eat your food, you go to sleep. Simplicity is beauty.
Where the hell is the button? There it is.
Booker, it's Slate's locker. He must have worked here. This is my mother's diary. Why would Slate have it? My husband claims the child was created from whole cloth by divine will. I am a believer, but I am not a fool. His bastard shall not be raised under this roof. My mother, she had me locked in that tower.
Elizabeth.
I just
Well,
want to get out of this.
Well, I
city.
suppose that that's one
Please.
conclusion that you can make. The original conclusion I was going to make was going to be that old Booker doesn't know what cum is. Or how it works. I'm stuck. I'm stuck on her. Good. Okay, there's nothing like of actual value in here. You can take Slate's tape recorder, but I don't actually care about him, so like, eh. See if I can fence this thing. Answer, no, you can't actually just sell those.
My name is Jeremiah Fink, and I want to share with you my personal creed. What is the most admirable creature on God's green earth? Why, it's the bee.
Because it likes jazz.
On
Wait.
vacation? Have you ever seen a bee take a sick day? Well, my friends, the answer is no. So I say, be the bee. Be the bee.
Die immediately if you try to sting someone. Right.
Hello?
Sounds like a bad idea.
Yes?
Hold for Mr. Fink, please.
What's going on?
DeWitt, Fink here.
This seems like
Listen,
a
my boy,
horror
we've
movie
had
of some-
our eye on you, and I can tell you right now that you are our top candidate. Top! Now, my associate, Mr. Flambeau, will help you with anything you need.
What the hell was that?
I have no idea.
He seems oddly pleased to make your acquaintance.
By this point, I think that there's enough clues, even with me, like,
Well, the man's got an ego.
being like, oh, hey, yeah, that you can at least probably make some sort of connection that DeWitt is sort of related to somebody here in some major way. Or perhaps that he's been here before, or again, perhaps that he is, in fact, Zachary Hale Comstock, which would kind of fit with the exhibit that we saw where Comstock was taking credit for all the shit that happened at Wounded Knee and the Boxer Rebellion, which are places where DeWitt was.
That are only good at the company store. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll be damned if I let any of you folk get robbed at some shady establishment. You see, the Fink Company store brings you Fink products at a price designed specifically for the Fink worker.
Yes, you know, a company town, a thing that we basically just keep reinventing in
Mr.
America.
DeWitt, welcome to Finkton. You'll find a variety of supplies here that should see you through your visit.
What does Mr. Fink want with us?
Excuse me,
Grab
miss,
the big-
but Mr. Fink's interest is strictly in the gentleman.
But why?
So sorry, young miss, but any questions regarding the gentleman's application should be taken up with Mr. Fink directly.
Does this strike you as good news? Doesn't strike me as good news. What do you think? Head to the gunsmith or scavenge supplies by the clock shop?
Well, I say we just look around at everything we run into before we get there.
I wasn't born deaf. I hear what it is people say.
And, of course, anger people from millions of miles away. Because that's the sensible thing to have happen when I do this.
Let's be clear. I would like nothing more than to shorten your work. One word.
Oh, that was fun.
Of the devil. You take industry from a man's hand. What goes in its place? Whiskey, women, and dice. And I, for one, will not have that in our friendly little town. No, sir. I will not.
Yeah, we get it. You don't like women. Or dice for some reason. What do you got against dice, dude? Second.
It's locked.
Okay.
Listen, I know I could probably just blast the lock off with this gigantic pistol, but, like... What if we,
Poster.
for some reason...
There's another cipher on it.
Huh. So we need to find the code book?
Yes. Looks like everything's been abandoned at the Good Time Club. Maybe that's where we'll find it.
I don't care about that. That's a side quest that exists, apparently, but, big meh. I just wanted the money. Ammunition. Something that I could do? Apparently not. I must have just been seeing things.
Doesn't look like we can enter now.
What do you know about art? You're an announcement.
Found some money.
So, don't let money
Hey, I'll take an extra $5.
and your craft.
Slightly more than that, but... That and... Okay, I see where that is. I will deal with that in a second. I'm just scanning this area real quick. Being accurate about it might help, but...
Here it is, Booker. Chen Lin, a gunsmith.
And machinist. Oh, that could be helpful. Wow, he can build his own gear and then use it and just be physical range DPS. Wow. Cool. Also, his name is Chen. Wait. Easy jokes. Too easy. Kind of terrible, really. Ah. Ow.
onto this?
Thanks.
Great.
I've read about this. That's Gautama Buddha,
Who?
the founder of Buddhism. Spent 49 days under a Bodhi tree until he achieved enlightenment.
Something tells me Comstock doesn't cater to idols getting worship that ain't him.
Gee, you think?
Hello? Hello? Mr. Lin? Chen, Lin? Is anybody here?
What happened?
Someone worked this place over. Local constabulary, no doubt.
Did you hear that? There's someone downstairs.
Someone who only just now started weeping. That makes me a little nervous, to be honest with you. Or perhaps she just arrived.
Excuse me. Ma'am, I'm sorry to bother you. We're looking for Mr. Lin. Mr. Chen Lin.
This animation is
Lin, not here. He gone.
very
Gone?
simplified.
They take flying squad. I pray, Gautama Buddha. Pray, give husband back. Give back to Melin.
Where did they take him?
Club. Everyone take to good time club.
Where is this club?
I think the
please,
giant
where is this
sign
club?
would probably
Find
tell
it.
you, you
Just leave her
dullard.
be.
Why not Vox fully help Chen Lin? Why not Daisy Fitzroy help Chen Lin?
I mean, it seems like she's pretty far away, so
The kind who probably got their boot on Lin's throat asking him how well
Let's-
he knows Daisy Fitzroy.
Isn't she the
so
one
you know,
we're
there's
looking
that
for?
issue.
As a matter of fact, it is. Let's figure out where this good time club is.
But I digress. Alright, this... I recall that this is the time where we get the first... Yeah, this is our first handyman fight. Where is he? So, there is an achievement you can get for... Well, for damaging him only shooting him in his heart. I am nowhere near good enough to actually pull that off, so... You know, don't even bother asking for that, but...
Ammo! Take it!
But yeah, these are, again, sort of our, like, mini-bosses for the game, at least on some level, aside from all the other mini-bosses.
I must admit, you know your way around a brawl.
Which, again, they're quite rare, so I don't think they quite fulfilled the Big Daddy role, even though they look like they're set up in such a way to be so.
Calling you a thought.
But,
Can't see how I might have changed your sense of that.
Protected.
Job's a job.
you know, just... I don't really particularly enjoy the fight too much. Also, because they tend to be long and
Now we just need to head inside and find Mr.
don't feel
Lin.
very strategic a lot of the
Just
time.
call me Booker.
Granted, neither did the Big Daddy fights, but a lot of those fell short. Maybe if we had a camera to get some sense of being able to deal more damage to these dudes.
Ah, do it, my boy. You know, the best kind of interview is one where the applicant doesn't know he's being evaluated. But I've watched you since the other day at the lottery. You're a brute. And in times like this, I could use
You want think?
fine. Favor unrest is coming to it.
Here's some cash.
Now, Fitzroy has got the jungle all riled up. A man like me could
Oh, I
have
get it.
no
He's being
sympathy
racist.
for Pinkerton.
Like everybody else in this game. Polygon, not machine gun. think I'm just gonna keep my stuff for now, my money, because...
Thank you.
Let's find Shenlin and get the hell out of here.
Now, all I ask is that you finish what you started to it. Wouldn't want to disappoint the other applicants. Our first candidate is a veteran of Peking. Now, what's that they say about old soldiers? Frankly,
Go ahead.
my money's on you. He's something of an old hand at handling explosives. Only man I know who hasn't lost a limb working with them. Yet.
I see. It's like a slightly old-timey version of the Mad Moxie stuff. Not really, but... I mean, the stage and the show and everything. Listen, all video games are functionally identical, so I'm allowed to say it. It doesn't make it right, but I'm allowed to say it anyway, because all video games are functionally identical. Taking real damage here, we should probably get to a place where we are waiting to get for a minute before we get shot. There we go. He summoned more than one of the firebugs. We're in combat. Are we allowed to... Looks like we might actually be allowed to change gear during combat. How odd. Oh yeah, we got a straggler still. Well, not for long. Hey, nice, got a lockpick.
This young go-getter is a former devotee of Lady Comstock. But without the old gal, they don't know quite what to do with themselves. Pick this one up at a hiring fair for a song.
Oh yeah, it's a pro man, of course. Wait. Trying to keep a beat on him. But he's doing his weird teleports. Wow, Wait.
Catch, Booker!
Much obliged.
Thank you. This shot like straight in the face. There we go.
Enough of the opening acts. Your true rival is an expert with the automata. Wants to replace all our security with machines. I'll give the old boy credit, though. It would be fewer mouths to feed.
On target. There we go. One sec, gotta deal with... Excuse me. And the spam bot has been exiled straight to hell, and... Now I can go back to sneezing some more, I guess. Something.
when your name was first passed to me, I wasn't quite sure you were the man for the job. But now, I can say with certainty that I was quite wrong.
I'm not interested in your job, Fink.
Now, I know all about your little job for Fitzroy. But
Want to hold on
do
to
you
this?
really want to take her offer over mine? Do you know how many people would kill to be head of Fink Security? You're a tough nut to crack, Mr. DeWitt. A tough nut. But I promise you this.
Open it!
I will get what I want.
So where to go back to where we were? Yeah, it looks like it. We just had to wait for his stupid speech to end before. Sure. Being set up for another fight here? Possible.
Come on. You're a modern woman. It's 1912.
It's gonna be 2012 before I'm interested in one like you.
Huh?
For the
Look.
Oh.
Chen Lin, cell number 9.
Gotcha. Can we let the other folks out? Can we let some of these look like the names are only halfway? I mean, we can make out like James Hinelon is there? El Guzman, Headley, Lano. I was trying to see how like
A lot needs
unreadable
picking.
those textures were.
I used to work for folks like Fink.
Really?
And I was with the Pinkertons. They call us in when the workers got restless.
To do what?
Demonstrate the folly of men striking, throwing down tools.
You hurt people.
I'll tell you this. Sometimes there's precious need for folks like Fitzroy. Because of folks like me.
There you go.
You don't like this.
It's literally just back the way. I knew it was pretty close, but I wasn't sure if it was
Hey,
directly
Booker.
because.
That's it.
Hey,
That's the book for the clock shop.
well, that's handy. I guess we can do that.
Tell us what you know about Fitzroy, you goddamn kook. We know you can hear us.
Jesus, man.
Something?
What's that smell?
Ain't no
I just
cookies down
sincerely hope that, like, the language used in this game doesn't get me banned from Twitch. Obviously, it's not me saying any of it, but, you know, the machines aren't that smart, right? It's alright, I'm pretty sure you can't actually get banned for any sort of hateful conduct on Twitch. Because, you know,
What could people have done to deserve
mercenaries.
in a place like this?
Fink don't need much of a reason.
No. No, he doesn't.
Oh.
Fancy putting those lock-picking skills to
At
work?
least we might be able to rescue this guy.
All yours.
Oh no, he's also very dead. But he left us behind a piece of gear for Headmaster Ants that increased the strength of our headshots. Yeah. Easy. Anyway. That was not worth 5 lockpicks, game.
Think you can crack this one open?
Really? This is it, isn't it?
Yep. Number 9.
Yeah, and they put like the shittiest possible lock on him, huh? Hold on, I was taking a sip.
You're a lion. But you can't blame me for looking after my own interests, can you?
Yes, I can.
I know Fitzroy has come calling, but I think you'll find your business with her has come to an end. Lions walk with lions, DeWitt, not hyenas.
Oh, shut up, dude. God, the flickering lights. Elizabeth, could you please, like... Could you get out of the effing way? Yes, give me at least some light here. I mean, yeah, we see a horrible scene, but who's surprised?
We're too late. God damn it.
Good Lord. God.
Now we need to find someone else.
Talk about overkill. Sheesh.
No.
Dead is dead, Elizabeth.
Dead is dead.
What? How the hell did...
I see heads.
And I see tails.
It's all a matter of perspective.
Why are you following us? Who sent you? Comstock? What do you want?
What do you see here, from this angle?
Dead.
Listen.
And that angle?
Here,
Alive.
just...
Booker. Chen-Lin.
Oh, are we...
This is becoming rather awkward.
Okay, so...
It was never here.
It's another...
Go to the other dimension to...
The same coin.
A different
That's...
perspective.
Heads.
Tails.
Dead.
Alive.
We have to go through to this other Columbia, but how?
It's like riding a bicycle.
One never really forgets.
One just needs the courage to climb aboard.
If we go into
This feels like it opens a lot of plot holes. If only the excuse weren't shut up and don't ask questions, you know? But unfortunately, Ken Levine is one of the worst writers anybody has ever seen.
Look, there's no blood.
And no body.
It's another world, Booker. Another Columbia.
Something tells me one dead gunsmith ain't the only thing that's changed.
I do think I hear some noise. Alright. Fuck off with the fucking spam bots. God, I'm about to move to fucking kick, alright? Not really, I have a little bit of self-respect. But sweet Jesus, the amount of spam bots I'm getting, especially when I'm in a game like this that's full screen that requires pauses this way.
Need money? Here.
Appreciate it.
Surprised we use the same currency in this version of the universe, but... Also, for some reason, all of the searched objects remain searched. There's no changes to that.
Daisy Fitzroy. Come on, you piece of horseshit. Tell me about Daisy. Cut him loose. What? Scarfield says cut him loose. They're bringing his tools to the lockup.
I don't understand how Chen-Lin is alive now.
We're in a world where he was never murdered. Somewhere we'll find out why, I suppose.
I don't suspect you can change something like that and have everything else remain the same.
Yeah, I mean, look at all of the stuff we've got going on around here. All the red and all this, box pops have been interested. Those guns are the same. I guess this is probably still a holdout for shitheads, right?
Found some.
I killed them. They were dead.
Not in this world.
I'm disgusted. Disgusted.
They're no. They're all bleeding.
What's wrong with them?
They remember
Remember what?
being dead.
Ah, I see. If you, it's like you touch your other self or something.
Head of security. I suspect you're going to find out how these two slipped into your hands and what
Yeah, as you can see, the repeater is not an amazing weapon. It's like a very bad machine gun. Now, part of this, I think, is because you get your weapon upgrades starting off early in the game, so you're upgrading all the blue set of weapons, but the red weapons just seem to be very, very bad, from my recollection. Which, granted, you know, that's based very heavily in, hey, I haven't played this game in over 10 years, but it's still, it's a bit of a problem. For a guy who thinks that games are, you know, just about gameplay, he didn't seem to hire a whole lot of people to design the gameplay all that well either. But I digress. Perhaps I'll stop, you know, prattling on about it at some point, but I suppose there's also the distinct possibility that I will not. You know, fuck me for wanting this medium to be something more than a toy for children, right? That's my fault. That's my bad. I apologize. Where are you guys? There we go.
In the other world, he was the one who was strung up on the wall.
In the other world? This whole business makes my head hurt.
Oh, it's not that hard, Booker. Shut up. I get you're not very smart because you... And you're not very, like, a character at all. Because, realistically, you're just a embodiment of the people who play these games. Okay, maybe that's a little... I'm sorry. I apologize, kind of. Yeah, I'm cut up with this now.
Want to hold on to this?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, catch.
That'll do.
Alright, well, I think we're done here at the club. Let's get out of here and go see what's up. The Plaza of Zeal, I didn't even do it.
Now, some folks just aren't satisfied with their place here at Fake Industries. But I tell you, there's a purpose for living things.
What?
Rock cannon!
Oh, somebody's got some serious stuff going on, huh?
Open it.
There! That one!
I'll do that later. Oh, yeah, he just exploded. can do anything.
You need salts.
Yeah, I could definitely use the mana meter. Also, wow, it's a full refill. That's a little ridiculous, actually. Fine, this is a better weapon than the other one. Jesus. Actually, if I'm going to carry the machine gun, I should definitely get myself that clip upgrade.
Looks like Fink isn't giving you the job.
Do it. Now.
You bet.
Lately, I've been hearing a whole mess of funny new ideas. Paid vacation.
Wait, no. The gun upgrade shop was back at the
Anarchist words, my friends.
other
And
point.
the anarchist is the friend of hunger, the comrade of want, and the partner of disease. And I, for one, will be goddamned if I'm going to let an anarchist come between you and your livelihood.
Oh, you shut up, you jabbering old fool. Alright. That up. I mean, why not get the accuracy boost, too? I mean, if we're gonna use this thing, we may as well take all the upgrades for it, yeah? Sure. Sure, why not? So where are we going? Oh yeah, we're going back to Shenlin's shop. Right. Excuse me.
Do you hear anything?
Huh?
No machines. No tools.
Let's go find that gunsmith. Maybe he's upstairs now.
He's just active. Maybe they took his tools.
Booker, look. The shrine. It's a figure of Comstock now.
Yeah, that's a big change, actually. Huh. No tools whatsoever here. Well, I guess maybe they did take... Oh, no. Wait, is he cranking a thing that doesn't...
Mr. Lin? Chen Lin? Excuse me, Chen Lin?
Who are you? You speak up. Speak up! Can't hear you over all these machines. Very loud.
I'm Booker DeWitt.
Stand back. These machines very dangerous. Wait downstairs with Mrs. Lin.
Daisy Fitzroy sent us. We need to talk to you about getting some weapons.
Machines very dangerous. No place for stupid people. Want to lose pretty head?
Mr. Lin,
Downstairs.
I
wrong
am
with
slightly...
Remember him dead?
So I
in
guess
that
he's
cell?
like on the...
Maybe in some way he remembers that too.
I mean,
How do you
I
reconcile
guess how would you... But it would just be a dimensional issue. What's going on here?
excuse
Do
me,
you
ma'am.
have-
I'm looking for Mrs. Lin.
I'm Mrs. Lin.
No, I mean a little
You need
Chinese
to-
lady. She was...
Booker,
You holding the gun
this is
at her,
Mrs.
fool.
Lin.
They took Chen's tools. What's he got without his tools?
Well, your husband is a bit out of sorts.
If he could work again, maybe. If he could work, he'd.
Mrs. Lin, can you tell me who took
Yeah,
your
no,
husband's tools?
I could tell.
Goddamn
This is exactly where
police.
we're going here.
They took them and locked them up in the impound in Shantytown.
Oh, well, that's... I know where that
Would
is.
having his tools back fix his mind?
Who cares? We're not getting any guns if Chen Lin doesn't have his tools. Let's head to
I mean,
Shantytown.
at bare minimum, the guy is a little bit sort of
Did you notice?
unstuck in the universe.
Lin had a bloody nose.
Seems to be in style.
This Tara. I'm not so sure it was a good idea.
He doesn't seem to be, like, completely here. Forget about the bloody nose. I think the other part is a little bit more pressing. It also, come to think of it, like, at this point, we've murdered, like, a lot of dudes. Not for nothing, couldn't we just, like, gather up their firearms and just be like, here, yeah, we scavenged these. They took the guy, but this seemed like an easy way to solve the issue, you know? But they gotta set up gradually for something completely stupid now that they've bait and switched you properly into thinking this game was about something. Yeah, see, plus on top of that, we're still fighting a lot of Comstock grunts instead of fighting like any proportion of Vox Populi guys whatsoever. So we're still getting mostly stuff for the blue guns. The red guns are just like an added level of complication that I don't think is necessary. Remember how there were only 8 weapons in the original BioShock? And one of them was your wrench? And yet another of them was the camera? And now they've got all this horse shit in this game? Yeah.
Yeah, open it!
Okay.
Yeah.
Need money? Here you go.
You know, game design things, right? Just want to put those forward because, hey, game design things. I think they're worthy of discussion, you know?
Alright, give me a second. The broken clock tolls at midnight.
Which clock? This looks like the one.
Set it to midnight.
Alright, so...
I'll be.
Hey, that's nice. I think that's our shield upgrade maxed, and we get ourselves a lockpick kit. We can take this volley gun if we want it, but we kind of don't, because we've got better weapons right now. More importantly, we're going to go, and we're going to fail to remember where Shantytown is, and we're going to go in that direction. I knew it was just out here, I just forgot where exactly beyond that. More money. We're not super in love with any of those vigor upgrades, and get the coin. That up. And
You wanna ask me? Ask me.
What?
My finger.
Sorry, I didn't.
It's alright. It's as much a mystery to me as anyone else. Maybe Songbird knows, but he's not talking.
I'm sorry.
What for? I get to wear this stylish thimble to cover up my hideous deformity. I hear they're all the rage in Paris.
know about that. I know that wasn't really a smart idea. I just kind of wanted to do it because, listen, I would like for the plasmids to be useful, but that, quite frankly, is just not likely to happen anytime soon. I think this area's secure now. So we can have a bit of a look around. We can make that noise whenever either of us walks past a locked door. You know, normal and not janky at all. Okay, so there's clearly another. I have to be able to unlock that because there's our next Vigor, right? Or one of our potential next Vigors. There's still 3 that we haven't picked up yet, so that's one of them. I'm assuming we'll come back here then if we're changing maps. It wouldn't be the first time. And yeah, plus, I mean, we do kind of have to find the gunsmithing tools and bring them back, right?
You must think me some sort of freak. A girl who can bring dead men back to life. Whose only acquaintance is a giant bird creature. It must seem ridiculous.
You just got dealt a bad hand.
I am not going back to that tower no matter what happens.
They won't stop until they have you.
Why? What did I do to them?
You frighten them.
Good.
I think it's more that she's valuable to them, really, but, you know, I digress.
To keep you so hungry, you can't speak but to me. To keep you so ignorant, you can't think of solutions to
Brother
all
Love,
your
the
problems. To
wrestler?
keep you chasing that almighty silver eagle so you can buy everything they're selling to keep you down.
These people are like this because of Fink.
Daisy Fitzroy.
Maybe Daisy's right. Maybe she should pay him back for all of this.
Not before she pays us. We're here for guns and then the airship.
I guess we could head straight for the police station. Or see what's in that bar. What do you think?
Back it up, Scal.
Well, then you won't mind me yoinking this, will ya? And if they're already mad at me, well, then everything's off the table, friends. It's like 800 pieces of fruit for no good reason.
My Hank lost his job at the Fink plant.
I like that the little health notifications just keep going up still.
There's a tear over there. There you go.
You guys got... Oh, it's in monochrome. I can't tell. Oh. Can't sack anything from this thing's, Nope. Might have been empty. Might have been an empty finish.
They don't give a damn if we live or die.
I don't understand. Some people are treated like men. Others like animals.
There's plenty of places down below where you'll find more of the same.
Like that wounded knee.
Yeah, like a wounded knee.
Because the people in power are always garbage, but unfortunately, again, our writer didn't want to say that. Because he doesn't want to make any points. Because he is the most aggressively doesn't believe in anything human being I have ever seen. Actually, that's not quite true, but close enough, anyway. That.
Booker, there's the impound.
We're gonna have to get through an army to get those tools.
Make no mistake, soldiers. The box and weapons go together
that's
fire
fine. I can just
and gunpowder. Trespassers!
punch everybody to death, you know. Fence turret. That's our target. Alright, well, I'll deal with that in a second. Ah, I see. They're fairly meaty, huh? Can we possess one of them to, like, turn on the other? I highly doubt it. Yeah, this target's immune. Boo! Game hates fun. So I'm not sure if referring to us as apostates is necessarily correct. Like, unbelievers? Sure, but apostasy is fairly specific. Yeah, watch that thing's heat guard just turn right fuck red. Oh, we still got... We got dudes. Some of that thing. We got George Washington here. Oh, he's dead. Judging by the achievement that just came for me. Whoa. Yikes. Watch out with those fucking rockets. Alright, area should be looted. And
you
yeah.
unlock this?
On it.
Crack this open.
It's done.
Alright. Another map change. All visitors must submit to search. I don't think we will, thank you. Although there could be something quite interesting about, like, put all your stuff in the thing and then you have to go scrounge, kind of like in BioShock 1 when you enter the freezer. Oh wait, no, because there's only 2 weapons and the game is sort of built around that. You know, at least the game is built around that, but because of that, there's that doesn't really add to real challenge, you know?
Open it.
Sure thing.
I don't even care. The fact that I can just do this remains really funny to me. So I'm going to actually just do it every time. Ooh, minigun. They can warp in a minigun. That's fun. But they also have an ammo capacity of absolutely not. So maybe not as interesting as it sounds. Yes, annoying combat music. I know that there's
Show some spine, milksop.
someone out there. God, that combat theme really does just fucking suck, though. Like,
Open it.
There you go.
I know that it's weird because I feel like this game has sort of reached a certain level of being known for the quality of its music, but that's mostly on the back of a version of Will the Circle Be Unbroken sung by Troy Baker and Elizabeth's voice actors. I could not remember what Elizabeth's voice actor's name was. But obviously the character is not named Troy Baker, his name is Booker DeWitt. I called him Troy Baker for some reason. I thought it was funnier that way.
It's locked.
Sure thing. There.
New hat. Gearhead. Become harder to detect. Affects automated turrets, zeppelins, and motorized patriots. I mean, that's arguably useful, but looks over at the other thing that I have that's really, really stupid, so... You know, I think that the balanced power here is a little bit in favor of me being able to punch people and make them die from, like, zero effort. Let's see. Oh, she's probably out of talk.
Now we just have to get them back to the Vox, and then we get our airship.
That looks pretty big and heavy. How are we supposed to do that, per se?
Got a lock, needs picking.
Child's play. It's done. Who are we really helping by getting guns for the Vox Populi?
It's gonna help us.
Daisy can make a change, can't she? Make things better for the people here.
Sure.
Yeah, as you can see, Booker doesn't really give two shits. He's just here to do his job. And that sort of is a centralizing point of why this whole endeavor here feels even more meaningless. If such a thing were possible. Unfortunately, ew, those bugs. Unfortunately, you sort of necessarily communicate some of your values by what your hero does. I think that media where your protagonist is a piece of shit who shouldn't even be called a hero,
well, we sure as hell aren't able to carry all this back to the shop.
Potentially interesting.
All the way through.
But I think that, like, being able to read it that way, there's only a few things that can make it work as a thing and not just come off like actually you don't fucking care. And unfortunately, this game is no mouthwashing, you know?
What is that?
It looks like a tear to another version of this room that doesn't have any tools in it.
Well, if the tools aren't in there,
Then they must be back
at the shop.
Booker, if we go into this era, I don't think there's any turning back. You sure you want to go now?
Wow, it's a point of no return. Who could imagine? Well, do it. And don't die while they're inside it.
Well, that did something.
Come on, let's head back to the gunsmith and finish our deal. I aim to be on that airship and well shut of this place for long.
Booker, if the Vox get their weapons, there's going to be a revolution just like Les Miserables. These people are gonna have better lives.
Yeah.
But of course, Booker doesn't care about any of that. Because, you know, reasons that we've already discussed. But now I think we start seeing a lot more of the red guns. We saw the burst gun down there, so that's one that we haven't seen yet. I guess in theory one I could pick up and demonstrate, but eh.
Can you feel it? Daisy's moved these people. Things can change, Booker, and we can be a part of it.
I don't want to be a part of it. Once we get our airship, we'll be well shut of this place.
You do anything except for run away, Mr. DeWitt? Oh wait, no, he doesn't. Never mind. Disregard whatever I was just saying. Walk around the mine. Oh no, those guys are our friends. Oops. Get out of the way then. What?
Want to hold on to this? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you found just a random coin in the middle of the battlefield. I mean, nice. I think we basically cleared the area out. Hey, look out, champ.
You're Booker DeWitt, the hero of the Vox!
What the hell are they talking about?
Look at that poster. In this world, you're a hero.
I remember I led the Vox. Slate and I burned down the Hall of Heroes.
Booker. Your nose.
Hard to think. Two memories in the same
Booker,
place.
come back to me. We're going to find Daisy Fitzroy.
I actually sort of
Out of here on the first
recently
day. Let's go.
played something else that involved cases of characters having multiple sets of memories. So that's funny. I think it's just broadcasting. She's not actually on the airship. I saw a little bit of that hologram there. Hey, get over here. Oh, well. Hopefully she got in the elevator. I'm pretty sure she did, but...
In this world, you're a martyr.
These folk need a better class of hero. When it comes down to it, the only difference between Comstock and Fitzroy is how you spell the name.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Oh, boy. So, a thing that I've been sort of leading up to, and I guess I was expecting to say this a little later, perhaps even the next stream, and like even towards the middle, is how one of the crucial elements that Ken Levine really wanted to get across with this was this idea that Daisy Fitzroy, who is the leader of the Vox Populi, this uprising of the poorer classes, is really not much different from Comstock or from, even in previous games, Andrew Ryan. And I'm going to go find the quote that he said real quick, because I have this written down somewhere, because, you know, real scumbag shit. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to quote what Mr. Ken Levine had to say about when he was asked this question on Daisy Fitzroy. And you know what? I'll pull up the full interview version so that way I can read the question that was asked very specifically by the interviewer. I believe the original publication was Glixel, and then it was later published on Rolling Stone, which is where I found it. And if this could load, that would probably help me out a lot here. So, scroll. So, here's what the question went. The question said, quote, I know there are people, and in some ways you address this in Burial at Sea, who are bothered by what happened to Daisy Fitzroy, the African-American Vox Populi leader in BioShock Infinite. They basically think, if I can use a 2012 metaphor, that you create a game in which Donald Trump founded a xenophobic colony in the sky, only to later learn that the Mexicans really are rapists. Now, here's Ken Levine's response. He said, here's what I'd say. BioShock 1 is about Jews. I'm a Jew. If you think about it, Andrew Ryan, Sandra Cohen, Tenenbaum, they're all Jews. Suchong is Korean. During World War II, Korea was brutally occupied by Japan. He's a guy who survived. They're all survivors of oppression, and they don't come out of it heroes. Oppression, says Ken Levine, turns them into oppressors, and that's the cruelest aspect of oppression. If you look at Andrew Ryan and Daisy Fitzroy, they're not that far apart, pardon me. Maybe people wanted me to write about a hero who rose above that. Elizabeth is the character I invented who does sacrifice herself to break the cycle. But I think most people are destroyed by oppression. I could tell a fairy tale about people who are ennobled by it, but in my experience as a student of history, that's rare. If you pretend there are a lot of happy endings for those stories, in some ways it elevates the oppression to something it's not. What the fuck, dude? There aren't really, like, great words for that, because, like, what am I even supposed to say about that? There is, quite frankly, no way that you can take that doesn't come across as being, like, really horrible in some way or another. Also, I mean, again, shout out to his opinions about... he points out fairly that Tenenbaum and Andrew Ryan and Sandra Cohen are all Jewish. He does neglect the detail that Tenenbaum is a German Jew, and also the point where Andrew is Russian. Those seem like some details of some value. And gee, it does sort of make me think, you know, is he saying something that would be related to some current issues? But I don't want to get all the way into the history of that, because this is already sort of, you know, making me churn a little bit. But basically, once again, his idea here is that basically what he's saying is that he's more or less referring to Daisy Fitzroy by the term alt-left. Now, I don't know how many of you have heard the term alt-left used out in the wild, but I can assure you that there are people who did say it prior to Donald Trump saying it on a newscast, and they were using it in a way to denigrate, you know, more left-leaning folks, period.
On it.
Sort of irrespective of anything, but I guess implying that all of them are violent nuts on some level. And yeah, they very rapidly, as soon as Donald Trump used the term, were like, oh, we have to stop saying this, like, immediately. The term alt-left disappeared from centrist discourse as soon as that happened because, you know, Orange Man said it. You can't say it anymore.
Lunge at enemies, delivering a tornado blow. Hold and release to build up a more devastating tornado blow.
Okay, well, I guess at least like making the charge ability able to charge up for more damage, that's at least kind of different. So there's something going on there, ability-wise. Sorry, I got caught up talking about gameplay. But this is about the point where, and we're not hitting the absolute nadir of the whole thing yet either, but this is still Ken at like the absolute most wanting to say that there's nobody who's correct sort of thing. And, you know, again, what I would describe as absolute radical centrism. I'm not saying that you should do political violence, but also let's not pretend that you know, a left-wing rebellion and a brutally oppressive right-wing regime are identical, because they are quite far from that. They're decidedly nowhere near the same. And you'd have to be really fucking stupid to believe otherwise. As you've probably been able to guess, I kind of think that Ken Levine is really fucking stupid. And so is anyone else in the writer's room for continuing to go along with this, but I digress. Oh. Yeah, I didn't mean that.
Yes, we did it.
And without lifting a finger, and that's why Booker DeWitt is considered to be
created one.
the hero of this piece. God, I want to hurl. Whatever, just run past all the carnage and let's go over to the gun shop. Okay, I didn't mean to possess that thing, so... Yeah, no money from that, I guess. No new upgrades yet, which is fine, really. But now, you know what, forget it. We're gonna clean the area. No, those guys are our allies. I can't tell the difference because I'm too far away, and this game has a really, really shitty color palette to it.
Some money. Want it?
Wow, from downtown. Good chuck there. Yeesh.
This is not what I meant to have happen.
Elizabeth.
They're dead, Booker.
Come on. Let's leave this place. Let's go to the factory and get our airship. This isn't our responsibility, none of it. You just opened a door to this world and we stepped through.
Are you sure, Booker? Did I just bring us to a world where Chenlin was alive, or did I create it? I told you I always thought that my little trip was a form of wish fulfillment. I got my wish.
Hey, how do you guys feel about metaphysics and metaphysical discussions about things that aren't even fucking real? He's gonna blow the door. Oh, come on. I don't think Fink engages in cannibalism. That would be really weird. I understand the metaphor, but ease off here. Come on. Let's be honest about what a scumbag he is. Or do you not think honesty will work on people? Something, the plot point is basic. The entire meaning of the game is literally right here. You know, from a guy who thinks that games don't have meaning. Alright, summon that thing, and now we deal with this in the exact way that we know how, is we punch the living daylights out of it. And then we deal with these guys in the exact way that we know how. We punch the golden eye out of them. And soon we'll encounter another enemy, and we'll have to deal with it the exact way we know how, by punching the Moonraker out of it. Oh. Sorry, is this joke getting a little bit overdone? Yes. Yes, it is.
Open it.
All right. Some words of counsel. You're familiar with Mr. Fink.
What? Jeez.
You can't get that door open unless someone takes that airship out.
Can I have a health meter for that thing, please? Or like a specific target or something? Oh, God. I don't like this. We have to do combat while on a fucking skyline. Okay. Do I see another health meter anywhere? Not there. I don't know if I can hit that thing. Is one of my problems here. I don't see a way to get any closer to it, but the only health meters that I saw are, I was going to say are gone, but that's not true. There's another one. Apparently that counted as a headshot. Huh. Oh boy, I hate this. Like, I cannot even begin to describe how much this sucks, dude. Okay, maybe we'll be able to shoot on this side now? I mean, helps not having the fucking rail in my path, but... Can we board this thing? Yes! Yes, we can board this thing. Thank goodness.
We need to sabotage the engine and bring this thing down.
Okay, so that was literally just to remove the guns. I see. Easiest, the peasiest. Destroy the engine. Are we done in here? I think we're done in here, but I just wanted to be sure. That's definitely a
Now
way
to
to
get off this thing.
That's definitely a good way to do it, you know. Absolutely safe, right? Okay, Booker, how are we supposed to get off of this fucking thing then? Right, smart guy? Look at this problem you've created for yourself, which, I mean, to be fair, what else are you supposed to do, I guess, but still. Sheesh. Actually, I feel like, couldn't you have just, like, hijacked this thing and done something else with it? Or is he just not that savvy, and that's gonna be our excuse for this? Oh god. No! Well, I died. That's the first time I died, because I couldn't figure out how to escape. Or did it not count as a death? Was it that my life was saved because I got, that? Which, I mean, would make sense, but still. I would really love to have known.
More money.
Yeah, wrong button. I surely do not have to go through this scenario again, right? Oh, I heard a big boom. And the rhythmic klaxons are gone, so I think we're good to go. Yep, the way of the factory is open, so...
That was amazing.
Come on, Elizabeth. Let's go find Daisy in the factory.
Oh, you mean the part where we fucking died? Let's do a little bit more. Let's at least see if we can get through this part. Good lord. Steal all their money. And there I go, just completely ignoring the damn thing. That's fine. Head up.
Daisy said she was coming here for Fink.
We need to take that elevator up. Bet it leads to Fink's office.
New pants, brittle skinned. Melee targets briefly vulnerable. Victims take double damage, 5 seconds. Again, could be useful, but I actually like the one that I have for that purpose of being able to like extend our reach. That's a start fights better. Oh yeah, completely ignored that bag of lockpicks. Whoops. That's right, these are dead people. We can loot everything. Come on, let's go. Damn, there's a lot of stuff in here. Oh, I guess, yeah, we knew he was making the Vigors, right? As they're playing the sad music as we get to watch all of these things getting produced, you know. Aren't you going to be sad about the capitalist machine being broken? No?
They're just right for each other, aren't they?
Who?
Fitzroy and Comstock.
Oh, now suddenly you believe what Booker believes about that?
Mr. Lin? My God, I was so set on getting to Paris. I didn't really think that...
You couldn't have known this would happen.
I had a role in this catastrophe. If you want to pretend that we're purely innocents in this, then that's your prerogative, but...
I mean, I guess that there's, like, some things to be said about how he refuses to take credit for certain things, but in this case...
Saw with my own eyes.
Fitzroy. Listen, I got you your guns. I'm here for my airship.
But my Booker DeWitt died for the Vox Populi. You either an imposter or a ghost. My Booker DeWitt was a hero to the cause, a story to tell your children. You just complicate the narrative.
I mean, yeah, I feel like that's a pretty good explanation of Booker, actually. Just complicates the narrative. Well, not necessarily specifically Booker, but all of everything in this game's story. Elizabeth certainly complicates the narrative. And see this. I don't know what I'm intending to say there, but listen. He's dead, and that's what actually matters. those.
You hold on to this.
Coin, thank you. Anything of interest in here? Shock chain aid. Chain lightning strikes from one end. Others. Rose boots increases stun duration. Could be useful. Charge aid. Brief invulnerability on attack and recharges shield. Oh. That sounds quite helpful, actually. I think maybe building up charge stuff to give us a fairly melee-oriented build. That seems like it could be kind of helpful. Because, again, we're leaning into that melee pretty soundly, and it's doing fair work. Okay, yeah, this is a weapons upgrade. So we can actually buy stuff to upgrade these weapons, but if I want them for anything, it's going to be for our two golden boys here. And in particular, let's buff that pistol. Yeah, and we can still buy the machine gun buff. We're at $10. Hey, we fully upgraded a weapon, so we got an achievement. That's fun. Achievements exist, you know? That's a thing that exists. Ooh. And there's Viger number 7. It's called Undertow, and if I recall correctly, this one is a pain in the ass to use. Ooh, go Brody! Ugh! Put that away, man!
Press to wash away your enemies. Hold to grab enemies, and release to reel them in for punishment.
Ooh, we can pull enemies closer. That's kind of handy. But as far as the other thing goes...
Fancy putting those lock-picking skills to work?
That won't take but a minute.
Yeah, maybe this operates differently from what I was led to believe, or what I was led to remember, for that matter. But we can test it out a little bit here.
Booker!
Huh? Oh, I thought there was going to be another fight. Because there, like, always is. I mean, okay, he deserved it, but...
Burn their bodies when you're done.
But come on, like, calm down with all the other parts of this.
Fireman, be careful!
Needs that level of showmanship. Yeesh. Yeah, see, the grapple attack is pretty good. Hey, we threw him not quite off the edge. But yeah, that's what the Undertow plasmid does. It throws your enemies around. And that sounds really cool until you realize that actually there's a lot of places where that doesn't do a lot for you. However, the grappling effect does seem to always be like a thing that is useful. So we must at least give a little bit of credit to that. Ooh, a Tesla coil. Now that is some extremely stereotypical but very cool hardware to throw into a case like this. Ah, yes, there's our big salt bottle there. Like, where the hell is it? And also, because I'm noticing that, like, all of these guys have very, like, stereotypical Irish accents, I do want to point out that since a big part of this is basically, like, you know, also kind of effectively very, not a positive thing about the poor, that necessarily is also racist. Unfortunately, I think that some people won't care unless you say, like, very specific forms of hatred that are bad are involved there. But, hey, welcome to hell. Welcome to America. What a country. Democracy, yeah, I sure wish we had some, etc., etc. Is that guy carrying a... That guy carrying a whole minigun with him in his pocket and not using it? That would be wild. So yeah, so it's obviously not as simple as that. But yeah, we got to see Fink's kid there too. I did not remember a handyman fight here, particularly not one that's wearing the Vox Populi red thing, so the red hood, which, yes, needless to say, it does kind of look a certain way, but I think that's probably a little bit an inclination in most full-face hoods. But still, I'm not really willing to give this team the benefit of the doubt anymore. Not after all the other problems with this game. And it's, what it really wants you to think is a lack of an ideology. Incidentally, is now a good time to point out how that's, like, extremely a right-wing point on a lot of levels, is them trying to act like their far-right beliefs aren't political. Again, very closely related in some senses to a lot of the things about, like, how, you know, when you make the there are two genders, male and political kind of jokes, it's sort of related to that kind of phenomenon in the same way that, you know, again, they think that their beliefs should be considered the norm. This is also very much related to the idea of, like, how they think of queer folks of various stripes, that's not normal. So the argument of when did you choose to be straight doesn't work on them because they don't perceive that as being something that you choose. They perceive that to be the default, which is inherently not a choice. So ultimately, the best way to deal with that sort of argument is to, well, do things that I don't think I'd be allowed to suggest on stream. Or just say, fuck you, I'm not doing this. Debate is for losers and only serves to give unneeded credence to the far right, to, you know, the far right side of things. Because, of course, it takes much less time to say a sensationalistic lie than it does to tell the truth. Truth is always a complicated thing, whereas sensationalistic lies are inherently very simple.
No! Kill that child. Booker, we have to do something. We have to act. We have to get in there.
I understand, but I don't know how to.
Boost me up.
How do I? That. Really as simple as just go over there and press F to boost Elizabeth.
Go to the window and distract Daisy. Go!
How do you get the other thing?
Is this it? Is this your movement, Daisy?
This is what needs to be done. You see, the founders ain't nothing but weeds. Cut them down and they just grow back. If you want to get rid of the weed, you gotta pull it up from the root. It's the only way to...
Did she... Her scissors? That was really not a very big...
Elizabeth.
I guess it runs in the family.
Oh, that is actually quite a large pair of scissors, but... I mean, I guess if it works...
Elizabeth. Whoa, hey, easy.
We have got to get you something that doesn't look covered in blood. Or perhaps something would be better would be something that's actually not covered in blood, but I digress. Let's take some health up. And there's nothing else for us here. Well, there you go. If you wanted to know if this game means anything, in its own right, but what it means is, well, awful and terrible, and this place looks a bit of a mess. Hey, wait a second. In every single universe, this airship is here. At least out of the ones that we've been to. That's...
I know how this feels.
That's something. Well, got another achievement. Hooray. I'm impressed that he knows how to do this.
Elizabeth.
Oh yes, now she's like completely in the outfit of the one that people remember.
This is all they had.
Listen.
How do you do it?
How do I do what?
Forget. How do you wash away the things that you've done?
Just become a bad enough person that it stops mattering.
Just learn to live with it.
So the moment of truth between us. New York or Paris? No!
Shit. Come on, we gotta find a way to make this thing go faster.
There's gotta be some sort of throttle or accelerator.
Do you know what that looks like?
I don't know.
Help me find it!
Well,
that's not it.
Certainly is.
Isn't.
Is.
Isn't.
Is.
Try again.
All right.
Hold on.
Here you are.
Booker, you've gotta stop them.
No, that's the E.
No, that is certainly
Booker,
it.
hurry.
No, it's not.
It is.
Isn't.
Is.
Isn't.
Is.
If they play the whole song,
Well,
he'll
you
come
try.
back.
Fine.
Stop it!
Nope, that was not it.
Stop
Fine.
it! You don't know
Here
what
we
you're
are.
doing!
There it is.
You've done it now. He's coming back. He's coming back.
The notes were correct.
The instrument was not.
One needs both to get his attention.
But if you know how to sing to him...
He will take you where you need to go.
this card gonna have like a butt drawn on it or something.
We are where we are needed.
And needed where we are.
So Comstock uses these songs. Well, are there others we can use? Something to keep the bird off our back?
Perhaps you should ask the maestro himself.
So where is he? Of course. Well, at least they left the piano.
That's a great face she's giving us. So one last thing that I will say to wrap this stream up is that I seem to recall reading at one point, and I don't know the source on this, and I don't really know if I want to dig deeper. It may have just been something that somebody made up. saying that they felt like the Elizabeth Songbird interaction was something that strongly resembled an abusive relationship. And while I suppose there's a case to be made, I think it might be a little bit nebulous for that. And also, I mean, I feel like it continues to... Listen, I think that anything I say about it raising questions is also partially grounded in me really not liking Booker. But the point here is that I don't have a whole lot to say here. Except also that Ken Levine already botched everything else, so this is just another thing for him to fuck up, isn't it? Anyway, next time we might actually finish this. Hopefully.